Okay, I know I said that I was quitting Rogue Ghoul in my community post, but I did forget to mention that I do still want to make update videos every now and again, and I apologize for there being absolutely zero The Strongest Battlegrounds content. I've just been lazy, I have no excuse for that. But that's a topic for another time. In this video, I'll be showcasing the semi-rework of Taki K2. Taki has received some functionality changes, some new animations, and a bit of a bulk up, and taking that creatine and protein. The idle, run, forward dash, and spec 1 animations have been revised. The idle looks really nice. The run also looks nice. The click looks a little bit odd, but I like it, and I'll go over spec 1 in a minute. Running speed increased from 1, that's the base running speed, to 1.5, so basically 50% faster running. Click animations are changed and have been updated to newer code. I assume that's to fix the bug where when a bunch of Takis clicking each other caused extreme lag. Next, Spec 1 now has camera-based vertical aim as well as an aimable throw. So, Taki, being a bird, can now fly, which looks a little bit buggy, but functionally works fine. And the cooldowns for Spec 1 and Spec 2 when doing this are higher depending on how high you aim. And of course, Spec 2 now has camera-based vertical aim. Split cooldown gets disabled if you hit a target, not just on use. There is still the cooldown, so it's a bit of a UI bug, but only when you hit a target does it have the cooldown. Well, I guess only when you actually grab a target then, because I do a little bit too much damage for these guys to activate the grab. And Spec 3 has been recoded and the animation has been touched up. The windup is shorter and the invincibility is now untargetable as it should be. So instead of having 100% damage resistance but still being able to be hit, now has complete 100% iframe, assuming it actually loads the animation. And the camera also kind of follows as you move up, which makes it seem a lot nicer looking. Then, the bonus special, or your C move, has been semi-recoded. It now has vertical and camera-based aim. The hitbox has been enlarged for better sniping, as the vertical aspect of aiming will require you to be much more precise. When you jump and aim downwards, for example, so I can shoot it up any direction, I can shoot it forward, and it will aim normally if I'm looking a little bit down, but if I'm actually in the air, I can shoot it downward, allowing for much more versatile usage. F no longer is completely useless in some situations. It has iframes allowing you to avoid some pretty high damage combos. The E and R have some insane movement potential where it's going to be very hard to predict you, which is kind of wild. Alex really seems to be enjoying making this whole vertical movement thing, which I don't necessarily dislike in general, but I don't like that only, I think, 3 weapons at this point have that, which is Ken K2, which I still absolutely hate. Furuta has one move that has similar functionality, and now Taki. Basically making weapons that only aim on a flat 2D plane are a lot easier to fight for these weapons, and a lot more difficult for them to fight these weapons in turn. And enough of my complaining. There are also a few other changes, like Yomo K1 Spec 1 cooldown from 2 to 5 seconds. In K2 Cognitive Mode Spec 1 cooldown increased from 0.75 to 1 second. Like in K1 Spec 3, damage is now half true damage and half non-block breaking damage. Like in K1 Spec 1 bleed from 0.75 to 0.5. Hormones Spec 1 cooldown from 2 seconds to 3 seconds if you hit an enemy. NOK2C cooldown is shorter, but now begins when you actually land on the ground. Also, fixed Furuta R cooldown bug and reduced Yomo 1 shine. That's about it for the update. There is also a new code for 2 million favorites, which I'll leave on screen and in the description, which gives you 2 million RC, 2 million yen, and 200 color credits. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. More videos coming soon, hopefully, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.